Hello and good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning, no matter where you are in the world. I'm just waiting nervously a little moment because my Google Hangout has been doing some strange things. There we go. So we seem to be broadcasting okay. So if you can see me and hear me, then I was going to say that's a bonus, but we'll wait until the end of the Hangout and then you can decide whether it's a bonus or not. But I have got some quite a bit of information to go through with you, again, as usual. My camera seems to be doing zooming in and zooming out, so it's nothing to do with me. So if you're seeing that zooming in, zooming out, I'm not on a ship or anything like that. It just seems to be something wrong with my camera at the moment. I've downloaded the software again and reloaded it and done all sorts, but I don't know, it just seems to be doing a few strange things. I've put this new camera in because we had a few people saying that it was a bit fuzzy, and I'm now looking at the Hangout here and I'm not entirely sure that it's improved it, but we will see. So hopefully you guys will not get motion sickness of me zooming in and out, and I'll try and stay still because that might be where the camera is doing its strange things. Right, okay. It's making me seasick. Yes, it's me. Right. Okay. So what have I got for you today? Right. We're going to go through marketing. Now, I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of marketing techniques. We've really done those already. We did a great series on Wednesday nights. Ooh, dear me. Just bear with me a minute. That is really making me quite nauseous. I'll get rid of that. There we go. Let's see if we can do this. So we did a whole series of trainings on marketing. Might be about 6 weeks ago, and we did a series of about 6 or 7 quite in-depth hangouts. So I'm not going to be going through all that information again, simply because you guys who are regular viewers will have seen it already, and hopefully you're starting to act on some of that information that we went through. This really is focused on people who are new and coming into the business. Clearly, we're just in the process of launching our binary options bot. And so there'll be a lot of new founders in the business who are sort of trying to find their feet around the Zukul back office and obviously Zukul marketing suite in particular. So that's really where I'm going to be focusing today's Hangout. But I have got some sneaky peeks, I think we call it. We've got some sneaky peeks of what we've got coming on as far as marketing is concerned. So again, some of you regular viewers, you're going to get a first look at some information that we're developing in the back office. Sorry, not so much in the back office, but in the background, ready for the marketing. And again, there's lots of other bits and pieces that we're doing that I can't necessarily talk in any great depth with you today, simply because we're still sort of doing some negotiations in the background. But what I can share with you, obviously, I will share with you. Now then, where shall we begin? That sounds like I'm just about to break into song, doesn't it? Right, let me just cancel down a few of these windows that I've got going on. And what I want to do is what shall I show you first? I shall show you the ebook first of all, because basically a lot of what we're going to be doing the marketing on is going to be focused on, if you remember, if I just step away from here, for our regular viewers, you will be familiar with this flip chart that we had here, and it was headlined "Want Pizza, Get Pizza," and basically the topic of that. Let me just change that. The topic really around all of this was all about making sure that you have specific advertising that is going to a particular market, and you're not doing sort of a scattergun approach. Is that you're zeroing in on a particular person, in this case, somebody who's hungry and particularly wants pizza, as opposed to fish and chips. So you're advertising pizza, and you're going to give them pizza. So that's basically what we're talking about. And where we're talking about, let's say, the binary options bot, we're going to be advertising to people who are interested in binary options trading, whether they're already interested in it, they're aware of it, or they want to know how to make money using it. And then what we're going to deliver to them is information on a binary options bot. Now, we already did that, if you'll remember, with the capture pages that we have in the back office. They were all about the crypto trading, the crypto to fiat trading, crypto to crypto, crypto to gold, auto bots, semi-auto bots. There's a list of all bots that are in there. And our first tranche of capture pages and that. Okay, now we will be doing little tweaks to those, but we won't be doing anything major. So please do not be sitting on your hands thinking, right, great, I'll wait for the binary options capture pages and sales funnel and all that. If you're going to be waiting for those, you're going to be waiting for a long time, because I will not be doing those. All right, you have the tools, you have all the software, you have the videos and the instructions, and we want you to start to make your own. Okay, so your own testimonials, your own images, your own capture pages, or you can change the ones which are already there. And again, I'll show you how you can do all that, or where you can find all the information to do all that on the video tonight. Okay, however, we will be doing some changes specifically for some aspects of the binary option bot. We will be doing some information specifically for the I would call it crypto flipping, really, the smart wallet. We also will be doing the Forex, and obviously we'll be doing something for the mining as well. But we won't be doing it in the huge amounts that we did right at the beginning for the launch of, or the relaunch of Zukul. Those will still be there, but they are effectively templates for you to then add another image, add some different wording, that type of thing. So the templates are there, and all you'll need to do is, just like I say, change some of the wording and change some of the images, and you will have unique capture pages. One of the things that we found when we relaunched all of those was that there were a couple of, I suppose you call favorites, if you like, a couple of favorite capture pages that were literally everybody used. And you imagine, you know, we had hundreds and hundreds of people using the same capture pages, and it just dilutes the effectiveness of those capture pages. So whilst we will be doing some capture pages, those capture pages will be for certain areas within the market. Okay, and hence the reason that I'm trying to labor this point about, we won't be sending it to everybody. We will be sending it to people who particularly want pizza. Okay, in this case, particularly want the binary options bot, particularly want the smart wallet, particularly want Forex. So okay, so it won't be going out there in masses and diluting the effect of it. So that's why we want you guys to be using your own initiative, using the templates that we've given you, and creating your own capture pages. All right, so the basic principle, again, this is just a little bit of catch up for people who are completely new to marketing. The basic principles of marketing is, obviously, you're advertising the product or the market that you want to advertise to. We will come to that in a moment. You start off with a capture page, which is linked into your list. You build your list through your capture page. You can use the authority amplifier step. Again, I'll explain that to you in a moment if you're unsure what that is. Or you can send them straight through to your information page or your lead magnet, whatever it is that you are advertising at the top there. And then through a series of messages, you can then obviously take them straight through to Zukul. The bad thing to do is the capture page straight through to Zukul, unless you have already had a pre-conversation with the individual. All right. So the first thing to do is to make sure that you understand that we're going to do a capture page. We're then going to send them the information that we promised that we'd send them, and then obviously we will talk to them about Zukul. So that's the basic principle of what we're going to be talking about tonight. Now, let me just see if I've stopped rocking about on this boat, and hopefully nobody's been seasick. So we'll just check to see. Hi everybody, we've got quite a few in the house tonight. Right, now then, if you do have any questions on what I'm talking about today, then obviously you can put your comments, or your questions rather, in the sidebar here. Make sure it's in capitals. It just simply makes it easy for me to spot that. Also, if you are just stumbling across Zukul for the first time and you want to know a little bit more information about what it is that we're doing, then again, if you have a look in the comments section, then there will be some people who will leave their, a little bit of information about themselves, and obviously they'll have their link in there as well. Anyone can join Zukul, but it has to be via invitation, and the only way you can get invited is by seeking out an existing member of Zukul. So best way to do that is obviously to check out the comments section below. Right, let us do, and what I'll do is I'll just come in close. Hopefully my camera doesn't zoom in too much and make everybody nauseous again. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick screen share. And as you will know, as I do this, I need to stop talking because I can't multitask. Okay, so hopefully everybody can now see. Right, I'm going to show you this. Now, this is an ebook that we've been working on. Now, this is not, if anybody's familiar what an ebook is, unfamiliar with an ebook is essentially a book that's available online through Kindle, Amazon, that type of thing is the usual thing that you're aware of. You can also get what I would call cheap and nasty ebooks if you apply for, through, onto somebody's list. Let me stress, this is not a cheap and nasty ebook, as hopefully you will see as we go through it. Now, this is a working image and working title, okay, but it hopefully gives you a flavour of the way that the ebook could be marketed. Again, the beauty of the ebook is that we can change the image and the wording and the title to suit the market that we're looking for. So this, for example, would be suitable titles and imagery for those who are in the make money from home market, the people who want to make money as a part-time job. It's not the type of title or imagery that would be suitable for people who are in the financial trading market. It just looks a bit salesy, I would imagine, to them. So we would need to have something a bit more professional looking. But again, I'm trying to give you the two extremes in order to make the point. And that's why we want to make sure that you guys have the ability to be flexible in your marketing as well, because you're going to have a couple of different options with this ebook. The actual information that's inside the ebook will be the same, but the outside cover can be as flexible as you want it. And to be honest, it could probably be, if you wanted the ebook to be more professional, if you wanted it to be in French or anything like that, then obviously you could have that as well. You need to obviously get it translated into French, but hopefully you're understanding the point I'm trying to make. So the imagery is here basically like a placeholder, but to give you a flavour of the actual book. The obviously contents is again just a placeholder, and hopefully you can see straight away that just by the wording, the way it's been formatted, that this is not your regular ebook. This is really the best way to put it. It's a long sales letter. So you can see that we've got various titles. It's been written in a way that is easy to read. It's basically in a conversational style. There's lots of obviously images, there's lots of headlines, if you like, that jump out at the reader. And again, what we're doing is we're trying to show them how to do binary options via the ebook, but also it's leading them towards Zukul and predominantly to the Zukul trading bots that we have. So again, for example, there's an image here. It's just exaggerating this point here that yes, we will show you how to trade while you're sleeping. Okay, so it's just again curiosity image. There is absolutely nothing in here about Zukul. Okay, again, headline, little quote, some more text. So we're talking about the Forex markets. We're talking about the different types of markets that people can trade in. We talk about spread betting, and then of course we come to binary option trading. Again, professional image has been created for which will link out to the Zukul or the platforms that we're using. So, for example, it would be, in this case, it would be Pocket Options, or it might be the other couple of binary option platforms that we're discussing at the moment. So again, there'll be professional images in here. So hopefully you're getting a flavour of how this book has been written, and obviously how it's going to be appealing to people who want to obviously earn some money. Now, I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I'm about just coming up to about halfway through this book. Now, this book actually is the first draft version. Okay, so there's a lot more information that still needs to be put in. There's two or three more chapters that are in the process of being written and rewritten, as it were, for this ebook. But hopefully you've got a flavour of how this ebook is going to look. All right, so I'll just come out of that and just see if we've got any questions so far on what we've gone through so far. Okay, nothing just yet. Brilliant, cool. Okay, so that's the ebook. Now then, how are we going to market that ebook? Well, again, we have got this is a mock-up of a sales page, if you like, for that ebook. Again, this isn't the image; it's just an image to give us a flavour of how it could look. Again, the title of the book will change. You know, the imagery will change. What we're looking to do with this ebook is actually sell it. So it will appear on something like JVZoo, where we will sell it, and we'll probably do like a pre-launch. There'll be two versions of the book. There'll be a launched version and a pre-launch version of the book. The pre-launch version of the book will have a free video course attached to it. Again, that's currently in production. We're going about 2/3 of the way through the creation of that course. So initially, there'll be a half-price pre-launch offer plus free course. And then when we actually launch the book will obviously be the full price, and obviously there'll be an upsell for the video course as well. So clearly there is an option for people to get in early for that. Again, just figures that we're looking at. Again, just placeholder information that we're putting in here. So you can see here it says things like, what I forgot. So cut through the overwhelming confusion normally associated with financial markets with our ultimate fast start guide. Discover the easiest financial platform to use. Make huge profits in as little as 60 seconds. Focuses on getting the reader set up and in profit fast. It's got 100% full guarantee. No questions asked refund, and they can even keep the ebook too. So, you know, it's just absolutely no fuss. And obviously there'll be an ultra fast track to profits video course that is an exclusive bonus if they buy the ebook. And again, just placeholder information there. We will obviously distribute a few review copies, and obviously have some review copies here. We'll obviously provide them with some screenshots of what's actually inside. And then we'll have a section here where they'll be actually able to read the first chapter. So the first chapter is there for them to read, so they get a good flavour of the way the book is written. And it's a very exciting first chapter, I must say. It's not the sort of first chapter that you normally read in a book. It's an actual real life full first chapter trading example. And then of course we have the information about the video course that's there as well. So again, this is going to be a bit like what you would call lead capture info. So a lead magnet, your first step, a feeder offer, if you like, into Zukul and into the binary options bot. So if you've got any feedback on that and what you've seen so far, I would very much appreciate it. So I'll just stop sharing for a moment, and I'll have a quick drink of my cup of tea. And hopefully, if you've got any feedback on that, if you can just pop that in the chat, that would be great. It'll just buy me enough time to have a quick drink of tea. Okay, right. So we've done the ebook. I can close that down, and I've shown you a mock-up of what might be the sales page. Again, there'll be lots of changes between here and now before that actually goes sorts out. Okay, so Joe is asking, when will this be available, Darren? Okay, it looks awesome. Thank you very much. When will it be available? It will be available at and around launch. Let me say that. It'll be available at and around launch. Whether we've got it on the correct platform, so for example JVZoo, that takes time. ClickBank and places like that, they all take time, but there is no reason why we can't effectively host and sell those ourselves via Zukul. That's not a problem, but it just involves programming. So whilst the products themselves will be available, it's getting them out onto the right platforms, and again, in principle, that could take 1 to 2 days to get that set up. Experience tells me that nothing is very straightforward, and so therefore it will take a little bit of time. So I'm going to say it'll be available at and around the launch period, but effectively once it's ready, clearly you guys will obviously have access to it, and you can start to sell that. And again, you will make commissions on those sales with straight up commissions. Not sure how that will work. That is something that Jeremy's going to be working on. But you'll obviously straight up commissions while we go through that pre-launch bit, and then obviously once it goes, once we launch it out at the proper price again, commissions will be all yours as well. So so yeah, it'll be a straightforward JV offer. And I'm using JV as a terminology. Whether it's actually sat on JV at this stage, that again I'm not 100% sure, but again that's how it will work. Okay, so why have we done that? And again, it's a point to discuss really with you, that clearly you guys can do your own thing. You can go off and go to a PLR retailer. You could get your own ebook. You could get your own training course. You could get your own lead bait, your own lead magnet, as it were. It doesn't have to be specifically about binary option trading. I do apologise. This is really, really bad, isn't it? This zooming in and out. I've obviously done something terrible with these with the settings on this camera, so I really do apologise. Right, I'm going to have to come off it to be able to see. Hopefully, you guys will not be troubled with it too much. I'll stay still, or as still as I can. So basically, what will happen is we will have this ebook and obviously this training video course, and we will be using this as part of the company marketing plan. So for example, we will have our usual, we've got a huge budget for solo ads. I'm going to say solo ads because that's what you will recognize it as, but basically we've got a huge budget for email marketing. We've got a huge budget for paid search engine traffic. We'll call it Google, but again, simply because that's what you will recognize it as. So we've got email marketing plan, we've got a Google plan, and what we want to do is make sure we're sending them to a credible offer that these people will be interested in. We don't want to be spending money on Google ads to send them to Zukul, because that will mean nothing to them. We want to send them to a specific offer, and so that's why we've created this ebook and the video course. Now, absolutely, you guys can do exactly the same thing. Okay, you'll have access to the ebook offer, you'll have access to the video course offer, and you'll be able to send traffic directly to that. And then also you can link it to your Zukul back office. You can create an email sequence to that as well. And if you're going to say, Darren, will you create one? I may do, I may not, but you have a template for an email sequence in there. Okay, so all you need to do is grab the template of the email sequence and change up the words. So instead of perhaps talking about the crypto trading bot, you're talking about a binary trading bot. Okay, so it's very, very simple, very easy to do. The templates are there. You just need to mess with the wording. You've got 14 days worth of templates in there, I think, if I remember rightly. So again, just change up the wording, add your own experiences, add your own stories, add your own images, add your own videos if you've got those as well. So you've got a lot of information, like I say, it's already in your back office. It's already there in a template format that you can change up and change as much as you want. So that's where the ebook and the video course fit into the way the company are marketing. Obviously, we're allowing you guys to not only use it yourself as marketing, but also profit from that as well, which again, hopefully you're realizing the benefits of that. So let me just oof, goodness me. I keep getting a shock each time I look at myself. So I'm sorry, guys. It's not a great thing to be looking at. I do appreciate that. So, yeah, you can see right up my nose. It's a good job I trimmed my nose hairs this morning. Right. What I'm going to do is I'll get rid of this and I will do a screen share, which might be the easiest and most pleasant thing for you. So let me go to screen share. Right. Okay. Right, so here we are. So here we are at the back office of Zukul. So I'm on my live trading bots here. I'm not going to talk about trading bots today. We'll talk about those later on in the week in the Hangout. But as you can see, this sort of sniping tactic really does seem to be working. And some of the feedback I'm getting from you guys is that it's working for you as well. So yeah, it's basically you get in and out really, really quickly. So that seems to be working really well. So we're in our back office of Zukul, and as you know, you've got your drop-down list here for trading bots, and then you have a drop-down list here for your affiliate system. Now, if you are an affiliate, you will have access to this. If you are not an affiliate, then if you do click on any of these, you'll be prompted to make a one-off annual payment. I do apologize, I forget on how much that is. I did mean to find that out, but I've had a bit of a long day today trying to get this camera working, which, as you can see, hasn't been great. So but it's a nominal amount. I forget now how much it is, but it's not very much. And like I say, it gives you access to the marketing system for 12 months. And also to the affiliate payments, the commissions as well. So once you have got that, then you have got this drop-down list. Now we will be putting banners in there, and the marketing tab itself may change. I'll hold fire on that one, but certainly you will be getting banners, and they will be held in that banners section. Now there's two ways to get into your marketing suite. The best way for everybody who's new is to go to this Getting Started tab. So I'm just going to open that in a new tab. The other way to actually go into your marketing suite is to click on this My Tools section. So again, I'll click on that separately, but we'll go to the Getting Started section first. I'll just move you over there. Okay. Now, again, some of these have changed, and we will obviously be revisiting these as we head over the next couple of weeks. Again, some of these tabs, some of the information in those is a little bit duplicated. So we're trying to streamline it for you guys so that you're within 2 clicks of the information that you're going to want. So as you can see, it's split up into sales funnels. As far as we're concerned, it's sales funnels, email and autoresponder, and custom page creation. Those are the 3 tabs that are going to literally concern you as far as training is concerned. Okay, I have also got a secret link, so don't let me forget. I've got a secret link that I'll give to you guys because you're actually watching this Hangout, to some traffic training that I've done, which isn't on this site at the moment, but it could well be, or it could not be. but either way, you guys will have the link to it. So it'll be like a secret link. Now, the other one, the other tab, why is this taking a while to load up? I have no idea. There we go, which takes you straight through to the Zukul marketing suite, as it were. And as you can see, if you want to get back to your trading marketing suite or trading suite, you can click this tab. If you want to go to your affiliate one, which is your dashboard, you just go to this tab. However, these are obviously, depending on your package level, these will be different buttons which will obviously help you with your marketing. Now, the one we're going to particularly look at today is the capture pages. So I'm going to click on that one now. Now, the capture pages are standard capture pages. Okay, these are your template capture pages. Now, we created these and refreshed these when we relaunched Zukul, might be about 9 months ago now, when we had our first trading bots available. So again, you can see that these are, if I just open up this one, if I click on it, hopefully it opens up to a new page, which it does. Now, please don't think you're going to be these links here. This is basically like a demonstration account. So if you were to think, oh, I'll join this link here because it'll get me to Darren or to Jeremy or to Fred Dibner or whoever, then you won't, because you'll just get lost into the ether. So so don't think that these links are great. Okay, all I'm doing is I'm just simply showing you this page that we've got here. So this is a generic capture page that will be hard coded to your affiliate link. So as you can see, this is the affiliate link is 49138. As you can see, it's on all of these pages. So if you use this page as it is, then this is what it'll look like. And anybody who comes here and clicks on this and fills up their details here, then they will join your Zukul mailing list because you've used your capture page. So there's no editing, no nothing that you need to do with any of these pages. They're all set and ready to go. All right, they're just there for you to use. However, what I do show you in the training that I'm going to show you in a moment is how you can edit everything on this page. Okay, so you can edit all of these titles, all of the colors. This has got a video running on here, which obviously you can see. I've just paused. So it's got a video running there, so you can have a video on there if you want. You can have images on there, and we've even now got you like a long sales page, which is similar to this with a video and then with a lot of testimonials at the bottom. So it's quite a long page. And again, I'll remind you where all of that is when we get to it. So that's the capture pages as part of your marketing suite, and that basically everything that we build in the marketing suite is based around the capture pages. So again, like I say, the autoresponder, the emails, and the additional sales pages that we've created for you, again, they're all built on the same platform that the capture pages are on. Now, you can make your own capture pages and landing pages and things like that, and you can just go to the LP creator. So I'll very quickly click on that, and hopefully it will load up. And you can see here, you've got a button here which will show you all of your landing pages that you've created. And then the button here is how to create your new one. Now, I will open up that in all of the landing pages in a moment when you can. There you go. So here's a list of all of the landing pages that I've created. So you can see quite a lot of them. Okay. And close that. And then this is how you can create your own landing pages. And please don't panic. It is not in the least bit technical. It is literally click a button, do some typing, and then click next. And if you're stuck at any point, there's only 6 steps, and there is a video on the top of each page which will show you exactly what to do on that page in order to create your landing page. So it's really straightforward, really easy. Same with the autoresponder, same with the URL shortener and tracking, and same with the blog. And it will be the same with Social Matey. That will obviously be coming online shortly. It has been online, but there's a bug in there where people who had the free option to it have not been able to get access to it again. And obviously the programmers are working through that. I know it's been a long established bug, and there's some other enhancements and benefits that that I know Jeremy wants to put into Social Matey, but again, that will be all there for you when it's all done. And again, the banner creator, it's a simple banner creator. If you want to create your own unique banners, again, same principle, little video at the top of each page, and shows you step by step how to create your own. Okay, so that is the marketing suite in its rawest form, if you like. But on top of the marketing suite, excuse me, we have these particular training sessions. So we've got the email autoresponder, the sales funnels, and the custom capture page creation. It's a bit of a mouthful. So I've just shown you how to create or how to access the capture pages from within your marketing suite. So if I now open this up, it will hopefully, there we go, it will now show you how you can create your own testimonial image page. So do you remember the capture page that we had originally had a video on it? Well, this will show you exactly how to create. Let me just show you. Because again, I'm really aware that we've got people who are watching this that will not have seen this at all, because they're fairly new to everything that Zukul is. So I think it's this. Let me just see if this is a Facebook image. Yeah, okay. So this is a capture page which has got what we call a testimonial image on. So the image obviously is I should say, sorry, there's a little bit of a testimonial at the top, and there's a nice image showing the performance of the bot during the course of whatever that time period is. Now, what we have done is we've shown you step by step, there's only 3 steps, how you can create your own version of this using this as an example, as a template. So we show you how you can change all of this information here. So you can make that different colors, different words, different text, you can say whatever it is that you want it to say. And we also show you how you can create your own testimonial image, so an image that's like this. And trust me, this is really, really powerful, okay, especially if you are marketing to people who know you or who are aware of you. So if you're doing Facebook marketing, for example, in groups that you're popular in, then this is a really powerful capture page to have attached to an image that is similar to this. So if you can imagine that this image is on Facebook and links out to a capture page with this image on as well, that's a really powerful setup that you've got going on there. So again, we show you step by step how to do that. So how to create your own testimonial image, how to create a testimonial image, and obviously how to create the testimonial page. So how to get the testimonial image onto Facebook, get likes, get some social interaction, and then use that image to add to your capture page, and then of course do all the editing for that particular capture page. It really does not take very long. So that's a 14-minute video, which I think is probably the longest. This one here is 3 minutes. This one here is 3 minutes. Okay, so in the space of half an hour, okay, that's how long it's going to take you to go through that training. It may take you an hour to actually do the page, but as you can see, we're not talking about war and peace here. It is really, really straightforward. And again, stressing it again, we had a lot of capture pages here. There's a lot of capture pages, and some of them were much more popular than others and were absolutely hammered on social media, which unfortunately led them to becoming less and less effective because they were diluted over time. So I'm not saying that these capture pages are burnt out, they're not, but if you've got your own unique images, your own unique text, then obviously you're going to have much more much more benefit if you're using them on places like social media. Okay, so I just wanted to make that point clear. So I've got that, and all right, I'll leave that on because that I want to use for the next example. So that was the custom page creation. Now this one here is the email autoresponder. Now if you are going to be using your own capture pages, you're going to perhaps want to put in your own email sequence. So again, we've got an email sequence that is already written here, and it shows you how to import it into your back office. It is really simple. Okay, it's a 2.5 minute video. That's how simple it is. So it really isn't difficult at all. Then obviously we talk about where to put your links. Okay, and then obviously this may look tricky, as in the fact that there's more videos here, but there's only one more video. But again, that's a 2-minute video. That is a 2-minute video, and this one here is a 3-minute video. So it's not a lot. Okay, it's not a lot of training. It's not a lot of going back and making sure you've got things right. Also, this is the important one: how to create and edit your own emails. So this is where I'm talking about how you take this email sequence that some of you may already have in place, or if not, then I've just shown you how long it takes you to get it imported into your back office. Once it is in place, you then have the template to then create your own email sequence. So again, it's not about sitting down and thinking, oh, I've got another 100 emails to write. It's not. It's about sitting down, reading the email, and then changing some of the words up. It really isn't difficult. And then there's nothing wrong with, let's say you've got a 14-day email sequence, is then when you get to the end of the 14 days, is then go back to day 1 and grab that email and copy it in as day 15. And again, just change it up again, just freshen it up again with perhaps some fresh information, some different wording, some different superlatives in there. Instead of going wow, go gosh, I don't know, whatever it might be. Just add a few different words and different twists to it, and you'll have, with 14 emails, you'll have an everlasting supply of email ideas effectively from that. So really, really straightforward to do. So we've got the custom page creation and we've got the email responder. I'll just come back to the Hangout just to see if we've got any questions. So we haven't got any questions yet. That's fine. So must be all straightforward. Must be good. Okay. Yeah. All right. So where were we? We were here. So the next one, or the last one that I want to talk about, is the sales funnels. I'm going to open that one up. Now again, once you get into the sales funnels, there's a couple of these that we're working on. So for example, this one here, I think is being worked on at the moment. Which one do I want? Done that one. This one. Let me just check. Yeah. I think this one as well. That might be worked on that one. Okay, right. This one. Yes, this is the one I wanted to talk to you about. So this is live case study funnel. So live case study funnel. So that's this link here. All right. So how have I got there? I've gone from sales funnels. Okay, so it's in the getting started tab, sales funnels, and then into live case study funnel. Why have I gone to this one? Well, you will remember that we had this as an example. So the background behind this one was sending them to a case study, a series of about 6 or 7 videos where we charted the progress of some bots that we had running. And this is something that you guys can do now. You know, you're experienced in the bots enough now to be able to do you know, little short 2-3 minute videos, excuse me, that you can literally stick on YouTube, and then obviously implant or embed those videos onto these capture pages. It's really, really easy. It probably takes as long to do it as it does for me to say it. So it's really straightforward. I've already shown you the videos which show you how to do that. Now, this here is slightly different setup of videos that you can do. So, for example, how to create your own case study sales funnel. All right. Now, we've got the videos and we've got the capture pages already in place for you. All you need to do is effectively connect the dots. So where we've got this as a really simple one pager, if you like, or you know, everything is what we call above the fold, which is, you know, you don't have to do any scrolling to actually see the button. I'm only scrolling because there you go. So now you can see the actual button. So this here is what we call a long sales page. So this would be when someone has completed that, you would then send them to this, which is live case study video 1. And the wording is really important because you want to make sure that they subtly understand that there's going to be more than one video. So they need to look out for your emails. They need to look out for your information. So again, welcome to the first video in a series of live recordings, which was done through setting up this bot. So again, I show them the steps of setting up the bot, I think, off the top of my head. So it's setting up the bot. And then you can see as they scroll down, there's a button here where they can take action and actually register with Zukul using your link. You need to put your links on there. There is a button here which can actually send them to the next video if they want to. Okay, so if you want to go and see the video, they can't wait for your next email, then this can fast track them to it. This in itself is powerful because the only people who are going to click this are people who are engaged in the whole video. All right, they want to know more information right away. And then below that, we've got big green button, and we have a list of testimonials, another take action button, some more testimonials, and again, another final take action and some social proof at the bottom. So that is what we might call a mid or a long sales letter. And again, show you exactly how to do all that. And we've got the import codes for these. Okay, so those are the import codes for each of those videos. All you need to do is you import them and then follow these short videos, 2.5 minute video. Was it nearly a 10-minute video there? Shock horror. And then this one here, whoops, which is a 6-minute video. Okay, and again, it shows you how you can actually edit those videos, those pages. Sorry. So again, it's just giving you even more information. Now, on that, basically more information on how you can edit the information that is already available for you. That template is exactly the same template that you can use for the binary option bot. All you might want to do is put a different video on there. Okay, you've got a load of videos on Jeremy's YouTube channel you might be able to use. You've probably got videos on my YouTube channel that you can use if you don't want to make your own videos. But either way, you know, there's lots of information out there if you don't want to make your own videos. And then just change this information up a little bit. I'm not quite see what it says, but I'm sure that information would still be relevant to a binary options audience. And again, with the binary options video in there, again, would be really powerful. There's that 2K in 3 minutes video that I've got on my YouTube channel that again would sit in there quite nicely. So again, live case studies, doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be a continuous single robot that's working like this one. It could be a series of 10 videos showing 10 different trades or 10 different trading pairs. You know, just use your imagination a little bit. And like I say, this is really simple. I can't stress enough how simple it is. All it takes is a cup of coffee, 3 chocolate biscuits, and a little bit of time on your hand. And in about half an hour to an hour, you'll have your funnel all set up. Really isn't difficult. It's just, like I say, it's just a matter of getting stuck into it. So I'll just come out of that. And the other one, I think was, yep, so this one here it's still the case study, but this is the short version of the case study. So where the other one had a bit more information, it had those testimonials underneath the page, underneath that opt-in page. This is just the short version. So if you wanted to use the shorter version videos, then again, this is something that you can use here. All right. Again, bit more information on how to connect up. You know, on the flip chart where we had the catch pages, we had the authority amplifier, and then we had the case studies themselves. Okay, so this is the original training with those very simple sales funnels. So if you were to do this one first, okay, to get them all imported and set up and connect them up, and then go to the live case study funnels. I think it's this one, isn't it? Yeah. So this is how to set up your sales funnel. I know a lot of you guys have done that successfully. Again, this one is exactly the same funnel, but the difference being is that these codes here would replace these codes here. Okay, so instead of sending them to a simple case study page, which is here, it then sends them to the long sales page with a lot more information on, and obviously those powerful testimonials. So it's those two that you need to look at together. All right, so again, first off, looking at it, you may think it looks too complicated, but really it isn't. It's easily laid out. You just need to watch the videos and follow the instructions on those videos. Okay, so we've got all our videos up and running. Yeah, okay, let me just see if we've got any questions. Dan, if you follow the video step by step, you can't go wrong anywhere. Yeah, thanks very much, Ginger, appreciate that. Now, it's already all well and good having the capture pages in place. It's then a matter of finding traffic to send to those capture pages. So if you scroll down, okay, and you open up the description, you'll see here where it says a very special link for viewers of this hangout, and you'll see a link here. I'm going to click on it and hopefully magic happens. There we go. So I will be revisiting this and I will be adding to it, but I've been through this over the past couple of weeks, and the information is still relevant today as it was when I actually originally created this page. So we are working on additions to this, and in particular, I don't want to talk, there's a couple of companies that I'm looking at the moment that will do, I'll come to in a moment. I'll explain what this is first, and then I'll come to that last bit in a moment. So it's basically how to drive traffic or visitors to your website, and it really is an ABC, simple but very effective methods on driving traffic. So again, we just talk about basically how why you need to get traffic. So again, it's just basic information. We then talk about the obvious one, which is Facebook groups and demonstration. So I'll show you that, and I'll show you Giphy. Now, you may or may not wear a Giphy, okay, but again, you've got a link to Giphy there. Here you have got, I remember these are links out to particular articles that I've written. And again, you've got loads and loads of different advertising, email, messages, posting ideas. There's a whole wealth of information there. Okay, that is everything that I know, everything that I do is all in those articles. Okay, you don't need anything else other than those. So that in itself is definitely worth linking out to this this particular article. You've then got a list of MLM groups. Most of you will be aware of those types of groups. I say MLM, it's make money online, that type of groups. Some of those groups may still be current, some of them may not be. But again, you just need to go into your search engine or search bar, and you guys know how to do this, how to find groups, how to join them, and then what to do in them. We then talk about Kinged. Now, I use Kinged as the example, but on top of that, there are plenty of similar sites like Kinged. For example, I talk about Instagram and Pinterest, and I know I've done a huge training on Instagram and Pinterest. I say huge, it's about an hour long, and it is on my YouTube channel, which I'll show you in a moment. And you want to look for what called bookmark platforms, and that's what Kinged is in all essence. There are other ones, and I'm trying to think of one that popped into my head and it's fell out again. Reddit, there you go. If you can get into Reddit and you can provide value, then Reddit is massive. Okay, I can't stress how good Reddit is. If getting into Reddit is taxing for you, then go to our old friend Fiverr and find a virtual assistant that will be able to get you a Reddit account and may even do the marketing on Reddit for you. Okay, it'd be very, very cheap, but the links out from Reddit are really powerful. Very good if you have a blog or a YouTube channel that you want to drive traffic to, or you want to get it ranked. Then Reddit would be a good one as well. And again, the training in there that I did on Kinged will be absolutely still relevant to, like I say, all of these other particular bookmark sites. We've then got Fiverr. Now again, you can use Fiverr, but use it with caution. There is obviously is it 5 Squid, and there's various other sort of low-end gig platforms that you can use for traffic, but I would use them to help you with generating traffic as opposed to getting traffic from them, because the traffic from them won't necessarily be very good, but it would be good for getting links out, bookmarks, that type of thing, helping you get YouTube videos ranked, that sort of thing. But again, I've got a lot of information there on Fiverr, which is worth you going through. We've then got solo ad providers, or people who will rent out emails. So again, training here on how to do solo ads, go through a couple of demonstrations, show you how we set it up, and again how that all works, and again giving you a few example sites. These are probably Human Eyeballs is probably the toppy end, and Udemy and Solo Ads X. Probably Udemy is probably the bottom end. I say the bottom end as in it's the cheaper end, whereas Human Eyeballs is more expensive. Doesn't necessarily mean that this is the better traffic. I'm just explaining that that's probably the more expensive, and this you could probably get clicks here for maybe 30-35 cents a click. But again, you could go to Facebook and type in solo ads on Facebook, solo ad groups, and get yourself into solo ad groups and get yourself some good deals on there as well. So again, solo ads. And then we have our traffic exchanges, not so plentiful now these days. Again, these were the most popular ones at the time, which were ClickSense and AdHits. It's cheaper end clicks, not necessarily great traffic, but it is traffic. So again, it might help you with some rankings. It might help you get some leads out to the offers that you're running. Traffic exchange and platforms, and again, I'll show you a couple of demonstrations on that. You will get thousands of views. It's just that some of these people are being paid to click on those ads. So they're not necessarily, unless you've got a really good offer, they're not necessarily going to stop and investigate your ad unless you've got something really powerful that you're advertising. And then we've got Warrior Forum. Again, you can use Warrior Forum for all of the things that we've just talked about, whether that be solo ads, banners, driving traffic, backlinks, all sorts of things. Again, Warrior Forum is a great place for you to start looking at. So that's the link, that's the information that's on there. Quite a bit. Like I say, this I would definitely bookmark this section here, because you will never ever ever have a problem with coming up with ideas for emails, headlines, adverts, posts, or anything. You know, there's a whole list of stuff that you've got there just waiting for you. Okay, so hopefully that you found that useful. So let me just come back to see if we've got any questions. Whoops, wrong one. This one. There we go. Have I lost you? Have I cut you off? Just bear with me a minute. Where are we? I think I've cut you off, guys, haven't I? Have I? You're still there. You're still there. I haven't cut you off. It's fine. Right. Any questions on what we've gone through? Hopefully you're still with me and I'm not zooming in and out too much. I'll just stop. Get rid of that and that. Okay. So anything, any questions before we call it down? I'm conscious that we've now come up to the hour. The only other thing, like I say, that I wanted to raise was that we're looking at, or I'm looking at, two particular platforms that do lead generation differently than I have seen it done before. Now they are promising a lot. I've had a lot of good reviews from them, and I've had a few recommendations, certainly about one of those particular sites. So I'm experimenting with those. If anything turns into positive, then clearly I will be sharing it with you. But they do traffic differently than I've seen done before. So I'm quite excited, but I'm trying to temper that, because like I say, they're promising an awful lot at the moment, and I don't want to sort of get my hopes up, if you like, and then find that it's not really quite what it was. So like I say, I'm testing that now, and if it bears fruit, then clearly, guys, what I'll do is I'll put together a training package for that, and I will send that out to you, and I'll explain how that all works. I know that we're going into this seesaw thing again, so what I will do is, unless we've got any questions in the next minute or so, what I will do is I will just I'll end the hangout, and we will get back together again. I'm not sure whether we're doing one on Friday with Jeremy, because I know he's got a few things on his plate at the moment in America. So if he's available at the end of the week, we'll go through that. We'll have a hangout. If not, then I think, if I remember right, is that we will be having a hangout on Tuesday next week, or we will certainly have another hangout on Wednesday next week with me, and we'll probably start to go through some of the trading bots, and we'll go through the binary bots and things like that, and we'll go through those in a bit more detail. All right, brilliant. No questions. Right, I must have done a fantastic job. Thank you very much for tonight, and I will speak to you in the week. Take care. Bye-bye.